It just felt like that. Wow, you're not gonna believe how crispy this pepper is here. Okay, so you wonder. Hello my friends, thank you for visiting Diana Franco TV. I am so excited today because for the first time I am going to be cooking Chilean sea bass. Yes, Chilean sea bass is a very expensive fish, but the good thing is that it's very difficult to learn it. As long as you follow the instructions, you are doing fine. Every time I go to a restaurant, I see the Chilean sea bass in the menu, I always go for it. You don't always find Chilean sea bass, but when it is there in the menu, you have to try it because it's the best. Chilean sea bass that I'm cooking, it was given to me by Seared Seafood. And Seared is really good seafood, especially the fish. Now that this is the time of love, maybe you want to try it to cook for your family, for your husband, for your wife, or for yourself. By the way, today I am wearing a lot of hearts because today is the day that I decide that I'm going to pamper myself and I'm going to love myself, and that's what I'm going to cook. I'm not going to be afraid about cooking. It's take a little bit of time. Maybe serve yourself a glass of wine so you take all that nervousness away. I know it's very easy to make it, but I'm still nervous because it's the first time. Anyway, so let's start with the recipe, and I'm going to tell you a little story about the Chilean sea bass. It was not always called Chilean sea bass, and you're going to see why. So there are many ways to cook the Chilean sea bass. You can probably want to grill it, in a barbecue grill. You can pan-sear it, or you can also bake it. The way that I'm going to prepare it today is by pan-searing it. So the first thing I'm going to do is to remove the bones. Put this aside. So I'm going to cut the fish like in 2 equal parts. And we have 2 amazing halves. This sea bass has the skin, which is something that we want to keep. So now let's pat dry fully, completely on all sides. We don't want the fish to be wet because it's going to alter the cooking. And we always want to make sure that our fish is fully dry. We're going to put ghee on all sides because I want to avoid the fish to stick to the skillet. While I do this, I'm going to tell you the story why it is called Chilean sea bass. Well, it was not always called Chilean sea bass. It was called the Patagonian toothfish or Antarctic toothfish. But these names were relatively obscure to the world market until 1977, when a seafood wholesaler by the name of Chilean discovered it off the coast of Chile. And Chilean was a wholesaler from Los Angeles. So he was in Chile and he saw it there and he tried it. In Chile, it is called bacalao de profundidad, which in English will mean cut of the deep sea. So this fish was not very popular because of its names. So now it's time to salt our fish. We want to make sure we apply salt to both sides of the fish so it can enhance that delicious buttery flavor of the Chilean sea bass. Now it's time to apply pepper. Going back to our story, it was thought that this Patagonian toothfish or Antarctic toothfish was relatively worthless by many local fishermen. However, Lance described it as having a high oil content and white flaky flesh. I'm going to put them on the side and I'm going to make the sauce. Now we're ready for the sauce. We need about 2 to 3 spoons of olive oil. I'm going to add a little bit of wine. And some lemon juice. 2 spoons of butter. And a spoon of capers. Oh, this is delicious. So while we simmer the sauce, let me finish the story. Knowing that the United States markets wouldn't be familiar with this name, bacalao or toothfish, Lance decided, or he actually recognized, that it was necessary to rebrand the fish. So he decided to nickname the fish as Seabass and attach the word Chilean as an exotic modifier to a familiar sounding type of American fish. When it has this consistency, it's perfect, and we just turn it off. So finely chopped parsley to garnish later. Fun fact, it wasn't until 1994 when the FDA finally accepted Chilean Seabass as an alternative name for this toothfish. We need a very hot skillet. So let's bring this to high. So we're going to add approximately 3 tablespoons of olive oil to the skillet. When the oil is ready, we're going to place our fish skin side down. The time of searing depends on how thick your fillet is. We're going to bring it to medium high. If your fillet is under 1 inch, sear it between 3 to 4 minutes on the first side and 4 to 6 minutes if your fillet is 1.5 to 2 inches thick. Now it's ready. See, when you see that it can be moved, that means that it's ready. So let's turn it. Just look at, wow, look at that. Only flip once to prevent the fish from breaking apart. Once again, depending on how thick your fillet is, sear the other side 2 to 3 minutes for thin fillets and 3 to 5 minutes the thick ones. While we are searing the other side, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter and we're going to baste it. So now is the moment to serve this beautiful romantic dinner. Look at how beautiful that looks. Let's pour some of the sauce, this wine, buttery, lemony sauce with capers. Makes it look so sophisticated. You're gonna look like a chef. By the way, the Chilean Seabass, or actually the Patagonian toothfish, is expensive, primarily due to high demand, limited supply from strict sustainability quotas, and extreme harvesting cost. Let's garnish this and let's try it. Oh my God, I can't wait. I just hope you try this too. Okay, so I have the candle. Let's light the candle for this romantic dinner. I have the rolls. Smells delicious. I have the wine, Pinot Grillo this time, and I have the dinner for my date. And the dinner for me, so I'm going to try it first just because I want to make sure that this came out perfect, and I am sure it came out perfect because I follow all the instructions. So let's put the candle here. This is the moment. My God, this delicious fish. Wow, it just felt like that. Oh, wow. You're not going to believe how crispy, crunchy oh my God, it was perfectly seared. Let me put some lemon. Wow, my God, it went beyond my expectations. Let me show you how beautiful this fish breaks with the fork. My God, let's put some of the sauce. Oh my God. I can't even hear the crunchiness of the fish, how well seared it is. Oh my God, when I saw that fish was so thick, I got a little bit like worried. I didn't know if I was gonna make it with the time, because it depends on how thick your fish is, so you can leave it in the pan, searing for a longer time. This one was very thick. Wow. So now I'm gonna try the skin. Mmm. 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 Oh my god, you have to try this Chilean sea bass. It's too much. Matches perfectly. What a generous fish. Wow. So guys, I hope you try it. This delicious Patagonian tooth fish, which is the old name, or the name that really worked, which is Chilean sea bass. Let me know if you prepare it. Salud.